Good morning. Good morning. I got a funny story for you to start today. I got accosted by some religious bullies yesterday on my walk to the movie theater to see The Green Book, which I highly recommend. Barry, my rabbi at work, told me it was a must-see, and when my rabbi tells me something like that, I know it's true. Trust my rabbi, Barry. So these Jehovah's Witnesses are walking toward me as I'm scurrying up Lafayette Street to get to the movie theater in time. It takes me like 20 minutes, or 10, 15 minutes, 20, sometimes 20 to get to downtown where the movie theater is from where I live. And, I just took some of the strawberry blue joint I was working on throughout the day. Had my lozenge, and I saw the Jehovah's Witnesses coming a mile away. I knew exactly, and I could see him looking at me. I was wearing my, I'm kind of what my dad used to say, what do you call my fashion taste, eclectic or whatever, I don't know. So I had, short, the long like cargo shorts with the long johns under, It's a very cold day, but it's not like my legs were exposed, And the freaking and they're all the Jehovah's Witnesses are glaring at me as they're coming, and they're all getting ready to, drop their spiel or whatever it is, and I was ready for them. They're looking at me with their goofy grins, and one of them says, "Isn't it cold for shorts?" And they're wearing their suits and ties, and they get their books ready. They're not even wearing any hats to cover their head, of course. They're guys talking about my fashion for the weather, and they're not even wearing hats, for crying out loud. It's less than freezing and temperatures and geoengineered weather, fake weather. So I stopped and I looked right at him, looked through him, and I said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven." And they were dead silent. They just stood there. They still got the goofy grins on their face. They were just frozen. They didn't know what to do, what to say. So I said, "Where is it?" And the guy, "What? In the Bible? In the Bible?" And I said, "Where is the kingdom of heaven?" That he said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven." Where is it? Nothing. No, they're dead silent. No answer. They don't know. And I said to them, "Read the book." I said frackin', that was nice. Nice. I said, read the frackin' book. And as I was walking away, going, I had to get to the movie theater. I didn't have time for this nonsense. Said, "You're false prophets. Woe unto you, Pharisees, hypocrites, liars, for you withhold the keys to the kingdom, and you do not enter yourselves." You don't even read your books. You're a bunch of all these religious denominations like the Jehovah's Witnesses, blind leading the blind. These were kids, not even about college age, just completely ignorant. And I heard one of them saying, "We love the Bible." Yeah, they're just a bunch of clowns. Really, not only just these kids, but imagine the adults. These people are bogus. Not religious, not spiritual at all. There's a reminder. Trump is expanding the U.S. empire. The U.S. empire, the incorporated U.S. empire. Look at the increase in military spending. Biggest ever. $94 billion increase from this bozo, the clown, trumpet of the swamp. Trump is the swamp. He's not draining it. He's filled it with the wildest and kookiest and zaniest militaristic nutbag empire building neoconservatives imaginable. Look at the facts. He's not trying to save the republic. It's nonsense. That narrative is bullshit. Just as much bullshit as the narratives they're spewing from corpsorate mainstream media, from CNN, Fox, NBC, ABC, CBS, and PBS all day fucking long. He's increased sanctions everywhere on poor countries, which leads to nothing but suffering for the innocent people. This empire has victimized countless, and how many totalitarian fascist regimes has it installed and supported because those support U.S. hegemonic corporate financial empire interests. This whole false dichotomy of capitalism and communism, it's bullshit. They're both statism. Most men lead lives of quiet desperation and go to the grave with the song still in them, from Henry David Thoreau. This is the condition of most men and women in America and in the world today, especially the so-called affluent classes and the bureaucratic classes of managers and the so-called left wing, which has completely sold out, and they're not at all interested in helping the downtrodden working class anymore, of course. They're neoliberals, not classical liberals who were interested in helping the working class. Now they're only interested in helping their so-called oppressed ethnic groups and minorities. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, it matters how much money you have. If you want access, it's about the almighty petrodollar. And then by this system, God is guns, oil, and drugs. That's what the God in the $1 bill and God we trust represents. Let's go to the moon. Today is the 17th of January, originally month 11. As the names tell you, septem is 7 of September in Latin, October 8, November 9, decem is 10 in Latin, January is 11, February is 12, March is 1. March, Mars. The sun is marching to Mars through January, Janus Aries, February. We're going to have a full moon soon. The moon is waxing, getting full in the moon cycle of light and dark, life and death, Luke and Darth, God and devil, good and evil, odd and even, dawn and evening, Adam and Eve, yang and yin. We're going to have a full moon on the 21st with the eclipse. Janus, god of doors, Italic, Italian, Latin, Saturn. The ultimate synthesis. I'm going to continue reading from this for a while now. The spiritual path. Put the gloves on, it's freezing. Osho. No, I'm not an Osho devotee, nor am I a Hare Krishna just because I've been reading the Bhagavad Gita, nor am I a Christian because I've read from the Bible. I'm not playing along with this I am a society and this obsession with ego, with the persona, the facade, cult of personality. I'm not interested in playing along. I'm interested in the masks coming off, the facades, and getting real and finding what the heck is real beyond the fake, beyond the mask of lies of this dark age, of the Donnie Darko psyop. of Trump equaling 88 in English gematria, same as the word persona equaling 88. The fake facade, the mask, which equals 44, and Trump's actually President 44. He's the mask on the power structure, as every president is. The Wizard of Oz, the charlatan, the great and powerful Oz. So the last thing I read was the lowest and the highest have both been expressed through the woman. And as I'm reading this, don't forget that Eve and Yin refer to Libra on the equinox equator of the equal line of balance, of equilibrium of Libra, Om. Libra at 9, the sacred feminine, and the sacred masculine of Aries, Mars, man. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Odd, even, dawn, evening, yang, yin, Adam, Eve. And look at Adam, 4 letters, same as yang. Look at Eve, 3 letters, same as yin. Even, yin, Libra. So Eve was created, okay, so it's the last thing I read was the lowest and the highest have both been expressed through the woman, or the womb man. Adam means red earth. God made Adam out of red earth, of the Levant. Adam is the principle of dust into dust. The man is the outer principle, or Mars, or Aries, or arise, or spring up, offspring, Horus, son of Aqua Osiris, and Isis, Aquarius and Pisces, lead to the birth of Aries, the sun's rebirth on the ecliptic. The man is the outer principle, the principle of extroversion. The man is the physical body. Try to understand these symbols. The man is the physical body, and God created Eve out of man's physical body, out of the ribbon, deoxyribbon nucleic acid, DNA, Dan, anagrams. Eve, the man is the physical body, and God created Eve out of man's physical body. Eve was something higher. First the man had to be created, then the woman. The feminine was more subtle, more refined, a greater synthesis. Eve was created out of a rib because she could not be created directly from the earth. To understand these symbols, consider that you cannot eat mud, but you can eat apples. Apples are on a higher plane. 26 hot dogs in the movie The Green Book at the beginning with the hot dog bet that the main character makes. He eats 26, number value of God in English gematria, and then the word eat, or eight, A-T-E-E-A-T, anagrams equals 26 as well. 2 and 6, 8. 26 weeks in a half-year cycle, 52 in a whole year, and create equals 52, as well as door and Aries and other, and earth and heart. The feminine was more subtle, more refined, a greater synthesis. Eve was created out of a rib because she could not be created directly from the earth. To understand these symbols, consider that you cannot eat mud, but you can eat apples. Apples are on a higher plane. They come from the mud in the sense that the tree grows out of the mud, so the apple is nothing but earth transformed. You can eat the apple and digest it, but if you try to eat the earth, you will die. Tao has no tradition. Tao is a rebellion, and it is the greatest rebellion possible. Apple is from the earth, but it is a superior synthesis, better tasting, more digestible. God created Adam, and man has taken it to mean that because God created the man first, he is first. No, the man was created first because he is very close to the earth. Then the woman was created, and since she is not as close to the earth, she was created out of Adam as a higher synthesis. The name Eve is also significant. Eve means the heart. Adam means the earth, and Eve means the heart. Hare Krishna. Namaste. Have a good Thor's Day.